Alright everybody, I will have probably 3 videos up this week so far that I've planned out. And of course, today is Monday, so our first video for the week will be our basics. Okay everybody, they are ready and revving to go. I want to show them to you, but before I 100% get into them, I want you all to know that this is also going to be my 500 subby giveaway video. So, I want you to share this video with your friends, and I want you to tell the world. I am so happy, so excited that I have all of my wonderful followers. You all have been so supportive and so wonderful. Thank you very much. A little side note, anyone who has sent me anything this last year in 2018, you all are going to get wonderful gifts. They're not quite finished yet. I'm hopefully going to have them finished by the end of this week, if not the middle or to the end of next week. They're coming along nicely, and I'm so excited to see how they're going to be when they're done. I'm actually wearing my lazy clothes today. It's very rainy in Arizona, southeastern Arizona right now. So, some of you know I just put out this journal, and a lovely lady picked it up. You can check it out. It's up on my channel. It's the one video I did before this one. I will try and remember to link it in the description box. All right, let's get into the journals. Look at all of these wonderful goodies. I went down to Michael's and they had their containers on sale, and all of the journals fit perfectly in this container. I was so in love, and of course it's my favorite color, so that was even more awesome. So these are all the journals that are coming out in the basics, and look at how pretty they are. Oh, they're so gorgeous. Okay, so these 2 are already spoken for, so sorry ladies and gentlemen, you can't have them. These 2 are obviously not my standard ones that I come out with. I'm not sure how standardized these are really gonna be. I went down to a bookstore to find these, and at some point they may run out, so it may be a while before I find these classic literature ones again. I'm gonna do my best to keep an eye out for them though, so be assured on that one. So we got Of Human Bondage, and this one is quite wonderful. So this one has a ribbon enclosure, and let me move this out of the way so we can see a little better. And obviously very colorful, wonderful rainbow pages. And here's the inside inserts. I still have to sign and date these. I will probably do that tomorrow first thing, which for me, excuse me, tomorrow is Monday, so I'm filming on Sunday. Big no-no, shouldn't be doing it, but I had a little bit of time in between cleaning house and getting ready to go over to the other halves. So, oh, and all of these ones, I did put these little pieces here, the book binding cloth stuff. This is actually salvage from fabric. Any of you longtime regular quilters, sewing addicts, you'll know what that is. So this one is also taken. I think I only have one more similar to this one, and on the other one that I have, the spine is not that large. It's a very small spine. So she said surprise me, and so I made it very colorful, and I felt that this beautiful cream and gold matched wonderfully. So it is amazing. I really love the way this one turned out, especially with the golden cream. For some reason it just brought out the cover of the book so much more. And we have another one of these beauties. Obviously, this one is not the same volume as the last one. This is the 3 short novels by Dvorsky, I think. Anyway, it's the International Collectors Library. And this one's a little grungy compared to the others. I had to do a little bit of prep work to get it to mount and stay together really well. So just so you know, whoever gets this journal, it's going to have cracks along here. The cover, front and back cover, completely separated from the spine, so I had to reattach them. You can cover it up with ribbon or with some decorations, or you can just leave it, because unless you're really paying attention to it or really looking for it, it's not really that noticeable. on this one. So there's that. And same thing with this one. The back detached, but it's even less noticeable. I did a really good job on patching that one. Now the front was a lot harder. See, it's got that hole right there, and that was like that when I bought it. So this one will be one of the little bit of the cheaper ones. This is The Story of My Life, and this is a Helen Keller novel. So anyone who loves Helen Keller. And we got the multi-colorful pages on this one. Oh, did I show you? Yeah, we got colorful on this red one. And here, this one here. Here's the insert, and it's got a pocket. And this one also has a pocket. It's a shorter pocket, so the bird's up there. And on the inside of these, I forgot to mention on the last two. So it'll be kind of a surprise depending on which journal you get, because I'm not going to show them all off. But in between the journals, I put in a really pretty fabric. You can kind of tell what's going on there. So each one has kind of a different fabric. So you can actually really tell right here. See, it's a really, really pretty standout fabric. So each book will have its own fabric tailored to match each cover, or also each insert, as close as possible. And of course, here's this one again with the hole, and here's the back inside cover. I love the way that one turned out. It's very peachy red cream. And that one. And then we have this one. This is Dana. I got a couple of these. It's a deluxe edition Harvard Classics. These ones are in really great condition. No cracking on the spine. Still really well working. So these ones will be a little bit more expensive, and they're going to probably all probably last the same length, but because these ones are a little kind of like worn in and dried out, they're not gonna last, like, because of the glue on the fabric holding them together, they're gonna last. But because this is just actual pure leather, and these are like a plasticky pleather, obviously the leather is gonna hold up better. And of course this one has a pocket, and it's got this wonderful fabric here, very old and vintage. And this is one of the only coffee stained ones I did. So I think I have 2 of these in the shop now, with the Dana ones. So you can go and check that out if you love it. And of course, this one has the bookends. I don't think the other one does. And then, of course, I think we have an Emerson. And it's another Veritas one. And the inside is very colorful. And I thought that this Eiffel Tower print with a pocket really fit what was going on in this one. So I really loved that, and I picked the Eiffel Tower. It matches the gold on the journal. And there's some paint from whoever owned it before, just like a little dab of it or something. And just a little bit of character building in some of these. And this one, again, it's, you know, very well held together. I think it's because of the actual leather that the book was made from. And it's got the end fuzzies as well. And here's another Dana Veritas journal, and it's very rainbow colorful. And here's the book ends. And on this one I had quite a bit of fun picking it out. There's velvet trim at the bottom, very soft, and it's got the gold and the black. I don't know why, but I really loved how that turned out. And then here's the front cover, and there's a pocket on the front one. And then we have another short stories of de Maupassant. And my last one of this just flew off the shelves last week. This one is a very colorful, like pastel-y journal one with multicolored pages. Very pretty. I love the coloring. And then I added this to go with it. It just kind of pulls all the colors together wonderfully. I love the way it turned out and how well it matches. So beautiful. And then we have Maybe One Day is this one, and I found out that this is like a similar book to Fault in Our Stars. So anyone who loves that book, here would be a really good one to add to your collection. And it's going to be rainbow colored, and it has this really pretty blue on the inside. If you decide you want to recover these ones, awesome. If you really like this book, that's great too. I was actually thinking about just taking a cover like I did with this journal, just a piece of paper, if you can see it through the shinies, and make it a little bit smaller than what the cover is and corner chomp them and just directly glue it to the cover. I think that would also look really pretty on this one. And then you can even do the same thing with the spine. Just leave it the color it is because it's really gorgeous, and then chomp a piece of paper that's the same size and glue it directly to the spine and create your own, you know, writing, decoration, whatever you want. And saying that, now I want to do one. Now on this one, because I used the lighter paper to bind it, whoever purchases it may want to wrap this backwards and then go around, and I added a whole bunch of ribbon to this one. This way it'll hold it much better, and it'll look really pretty too. See how that looks when it's done. And of course I'll tie it off after I get done with the video. But this is what it'll look like with all these wonderful strings and goodness. And then I have Wuthering Heights. I know this is another popular book. I was going to cover it too, but once I found out and realized that what this book was, I just kept it basic and decided to add these strings. I'm doing the same thing with this and backpedaling it because I did use a thinner piece of paper on it. It was the only one I could really find that matched it really well and the theme I was looking for. So that's the reason why I used the thinner paper for the enclosure. And of course I just back it around like this and then tie it in the front. This way it keeps the paper from tearing and really still holds everything in place. You can do it the other way if you want. But I don't want this to tear if you do. So keep in mind, maybe like reinforce it with a sticker, or maybe a brad would also be a really good idea to keep this ribbon from tearing. Obviously I'm not going to do that because these are meant to stay basic so you guys can decorate them however you want. So 10 total, 2 already spoken for, so that leaves 8 left, plus I think I still have 2 or 3 left in my Etsy shop. Give me a minute, I will go grab those so you know which ones are still left. Okay, so I was mistaken, the Deme Passant one is still available, and it's in the coffee stained colors. So this one is still available, so now I have 2 of them. And this one's shinier because I clear coated it. I didn't do that on this batch, and I'm thinking on a couple of them I should have, but that's okay. And then of course this one's a little raggedy. I think this one's one of the cheaper ones. And it is also coffee stained. So if you all would love to head on over to my Etsy shop, I would be very blessed and very obliged and say thank you very much. Also, I would greatly appreciate it if you would go and subscribe to my YouTube channel, because if you subscribe and you comment on the bottom of this video, at the end of the month, we'll do February 1st as the draw date. There will be a wonderful giveaway. The flat rate mailers, I am going to stuff one of them full of goodies, and along with the regular goodies I'm going to stuff it with, there's also going to be stuff in it that I've done from my previous projects throughout the year. So from first starting YouTube up until now, there is going to be little goodies in that bag, plus other amazing finds and so many other awesome things, maybe some paper. I know there's a tassel in there. If any of you have seen my vintage Paris journal, give me a second and I will show it to you. So I'm not gonna lie, it has definitely grown a little bit. It's gotten very, very beautifully chunky. Sadly, I lost the stone, but I do have one to replace it with. It has all these wonderfuls on it, and this is a necklace that my mom bought me a long time ago. So all of this amazing goodness here. And if you're interested, I'll try and remember to throw this one in the bio too. So you can see the original flip through. There's much more added to it ever since I started officially doing more journaling. If you want to see this one, please obviously check the link in the bio and you'll be able to see it. But what I'm getting to on that is when I did that video, I created all these signatures. I did like a whole slew of them. When I was finished, I mean, look how big this thing is. I mean, it's huge compared to my standard journals. So I made a crap ton of signatures. See, it's a French to English dictionary. Dictionary. And there was one left over when I was finished. So I threw that wonderful, wonderful signature into the giveaway, and anyone who comments on this video will have a chance to win it. So you'll definitely have to go over and check out the flip through of this beauty to see some of what you might actually be winning. And of course, that's just the tip of the iceberg, because this is literally what you're getting. I'm going to stuff this full of amazing goodness, and whoever gets randomly picked from the comments below this video will be whoever gets this wonderful, wonderful bag. And please listen up, because I will pick someone and I will give them a day to answer back. If they don't answer, I will pick somebody else, because I want someone who's consistently paying attention and being interactive in the channel, just to keep it really fair to my people. Because if it's someone who doesn't even know what junk journaling is and just subscribe to be in the giveaway, I want to give the people who are definitely very, very active and love journaling and really, really just, you know, have fun doing this, to be the ones that get the most opportunity out of this. Because I know that somehow out there somewhere, someone is going to be really happy. I know for my last giveaway, it's been a while, but it was the mermaid giveaway, and I think the lady was almost in tears when she found out she won. So that's hopefully what I'm looking for, someone who's very, very appreciative and really in love with the idea. So I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I hope you loved the basics. Please check out Etsy. I will try and get them loaded on Monday. That will be tomorrow for me, today for you. Alrighty, I hope you all have a wonderful evening, and I hope you all have those New Year's resolutions in order, and keep up with it. Keep up with the good work. Any sort of change or anything good takes time. I hope you all have a wonderful evening, and I'm going to go enjoy the rain and spend the evening with my lovely man. I hope you all have a wonderful night.